Finn, you're an old hand at international rugby now. What surprised you about how international rugby is played and how you feel within the game itself?
I think the differences between playing international rugby and a year ago playing at Prem 1 level, it's just the fine margins and the split differences that get you a result or don't. It's not, well, for me it's not so much the pressure, I'm quite good with that, but I think it's just these fine margins as a team collectively that if we don't get right then you don't get the result at the end of the game.
How does that affect you at 10? What's the kind of difference? I know you're talking Prem 1 level, it's a good level in Scotland, some good rugby being played at that. You make the step up to international. How does that affect you at 10?
I think it's just small bits for me, if that pass isn't where it needs to be right in front of the guy, or if it's slightly behind him he gets caught man and ball, or if that kick's even a metre too long or 2 metres too long, they get a free run back. For me it's kind of like I say, these small, a metre for a kick can make all the difference, or 6 inches of a pass can make all the difference. So I think for me as a 10, my skills have got to be that little bit better, and my pass might be quicker, my kicking might be a bit further, or things like that. It can just kind of, again, you win or lose a game, whether it's putting a guy in space or him getting caught with the ball.
You look as though you're somebody that likes to, you kind of naturally find a bit of space, and you think of the Alec Dunbar try against Tonga, and just recognising where the space is. Is that a difference as well, the fact that you're trying to feel where the space is as a 10, but in international rugby you close down that bit quicker?
Yeah, there's not as much space obviously in international rugby, but I think finding space, a lot of it can be to do with the structure that you're playing that day, or sometimes just a bit of sort of freestyle from other guys. They might pick a different line from your normal that then creates a space or whatever. So it's as a 10, trying to find space, a lot of it does depend on what other guys around you do, but also you got to scan and have a bit of freestyle.
You're preparing for a Prem 1 game. Last year you're preparing for a Prem 1 game, and it's a Saturday morning. What's the difference in your preparation, if any, for an international match? What do you do that's different?
I think this time with last year I think I went down to Gala for air. Stopped them winning the league. I don't think Gregor was too happy. And for that I was just back at mum and dad's, drove down there with them, had some food, chilled out, and not too much has been different, to be honest. It's still much the same as here, pretty relaxed, music on, chilling out.
What's the music then that you're putting on, what you're listening to?
Still Melbourne Bounce. Melbourne Bounce, yeah. So it sort of depends, before the game it's a bit just what's in the charts and what's
on. Is it up or is it chill out music? What would you use?
Before the game, before I even get to the ground, it's kind of just sort of whatever's in the charts, kind of songs that I'm enjoying just now, and then when I sort of get here it's kind of Melbourne Bounce, dance about to that a little bit and stuff, and that's kind of not really chilled out, it's more fun.
How important is it to get that kind of, if you like to be relaxed in the, you don't want to be fretting away, but then you're somebody that doesn't seem to stay still very long, so I don't know, how do you cope with that? A bit of quiet and a bit of movement?
Yeah, I think me being relaxed is kind of just, when if you see me on the pitch sort of dancing about and doing my own kind of thing, that's when I'm sort of relaxed. When I'm a bit too focused, not too focused, but a bit too serious, and you've got my sort of serious face on, and that's when I'm almost overthinking things, so I'm kind of just not messing about, but kind of just doing my own thing. That's generally when I'm most relaxed. And the music's one thing, but you kind of get in a routine with the music, and it's not changing the routine if it's working, and then there's no real point in changing it. So
in terms of the game, England kicked a lot against Ireland, and made Ireland play from deep. Do you kind of expect that's the way they'll make you play, and if it is, what's key for Scotland when that happens?
Yeah, if it's 4 to 10, he does like to kick it a lot. I mean, played him at Bath, so I'd imagine it'd be a similar sort of style to how they play, sort of look to try and win penalties, kick to the corners and have a go with the forwards. And an open play, like Ray has got a very good kicking game, so if you allow him time to put these kicks up, then he will put us under pressure. So for us, need back three, good covering and getting up and winning the balls in there. But before that, we need sort of pressure on the kicker to try and force him into putting a kick that metre, 2 metres long.
Okay, and how important? I mean, everybody goes on about 1983, but I mean, how important is it to register a win in the Six Nations? And do you think that's achievable at Twickenham?
Yeah, I mean, I guess coming into the tournament we were sort of pretty not overconfident, but we were pretty kind of confident after having a good autumn test, and the results haven't really went our way. I think if we get a win down in England, then not everyone will be forgotten, but if we get a win down there, like you said, not won for a while now, so if we get a win down there, that'll be a high for the majority of the players' sort of careers, and for us in the Six Nations, that won't mean we've had a good Six Nations just because of one win, but that'll be us sort of getting back in the right track, looking ahead.